Dun, 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 dun. Listen to that. The sweet, sweet sound of a level up. You guys survived the goblins, you even outsmarted a sphinx. And the DM has declared that you guys leveled up. It starts to hit you, that thrill of new power, electricity at your fingertips, right before the panic begins setting in. Now you're staring at your character sheet with the dawning horror. You don't know what to do next. Hell, you didn't even think you would get this far. Sticking with your class, yeah, it's the safe, the comfortable, the vanilla option. People like vanilla. But then there's multi-classing, whispering sweet nothings into your ear, promising a character so powerful, so versatile, so awe-inspiring everyone at the table will be left jaws on the floor. But what if you mess up? What if you end up building a character that's a jack of all trades, master of absolutely nothing? A wet noodle in a world of great axes and fireballs. Fear not, I've got you. Today we're breaking down the 2024 rules for leveling up and multi-classing step by step. We're going to turn that panic into power so you can build the powerful, awesome, weird character of your wildest dreams. By the end of this, you will be able to make your level up choice without a single regret. But first, I'm Sir Bearsworth, guiding creators, shaping worlds, and forging heroes. Before we dive headfirst into all the crazy stuff, let's get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way and do a quick refresher on leveling up. Most D&D campaigns in this era tend to lean more towards doing milestone leveling. This means your dungeon master decides when you guys get your level ups, whether that's from saving a town or defeating a major villain. Now, your power isn't necessarily tied to just your class level. It's about your total character level. Add up all your levels from all of your classes, and that's how you get to your overall character level, and thus what you get to use for your proficiency bonus. This is your I'm generally getting better at things bonus. It starts at a +2, then at level 5 goes up to a +3, at level 9 a +4, and so on. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that's essentially a 5% increase to your chances at success every time that number goes up. Certainly better than that 50-cent raise you got at work. You guys are getting raises? This bonus gets added to saving throws, ability checks, and attack rolls that you are proficient with. When the DM gives you that level, the process begins. First, you get to pick which class you put that level into. Are you picking your current one, or are you getting spicy and picking a new one? Second, you get more hit points. Grab a new hit die from your chosen class and add it to your collection. To get your new HP, you can choose to live dangerously and roll for your health, or you can go with a fixed average value based on your die size, so you have a guaranteed boost. In both cases, you'll add your constitution modifier on top. And if you do choose to roll, sometimes your DM will be chill and let you re-roll 1s, maybe 2s. Don't push it though. Third, the best part, you get some new class features. This is where you get all the cool new toys, whether it's spells or combat abilities. And finally, do a quick check to see if your proficiency bonus went up, especially if you hit some of those magic numbers like 5 or 9. If your brain hasn't completely leaked out of your ears and you actually feel like you might be learning something here, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free and it ensures that you don't miss out on any more D&D guides. Now, let me know in the comments, what is the craziest, most bizarre multi-class that you've seen at the table? Now, this is a big moment. Do you stick to the path you're on, or do you take a detour? Sticking to a single class is like taking the express train. It's the fastest way to get your class's most powerful, game-breaking abilities and access to those oh-so-sought-after capstone features and maybe even boons. And this makes it a, honestly, solid, all-around great choice to go with. Multi-classing, however, is a bit more of a scenic route. You're trading high-level specialization for incredible flexibility. You can patch up weaknesses in your build, combine abilities that no one would expect, and build the character that perfectly fits your vision. In the 2024 rules, multiclassing is baked into the goodness of leveling up. It's not some obscure optional rule. The question isn't if you can, more if you should. And quick pro tip. While the rules allow it, it is good to run your bonkers character idea by your DM. It's just polite. And also allows them the chance to better shape the story to facilitate that change in your character. So, you've chosen chaos. Excellent. Before you jump in, here are the guardrails so you don't drive your character straight into a ditch. First and foremost, prerequisites. You gotta have the stats for it. To multiclass, you'll need an ability score of at least 13 in both key stats for both classes. So if your beefy barbarian wants to learn how to read and take a level in wizard, they'll need at least a 13 in both strength and intelligence. The game is basically saying, nice try, but you can't be a genius wizard if you have the intelligence of a rock. Second, proficiencies. When you multiclass, you don't get the full welcome basket of proficiencies like you would if you started at level 1. Each class has a specific list in the player's handbook that will detail what you get. For example, taking a dip into fighter, you get access to shields and weapon proficiencies, but you don't get heavy armor proficiency like a level 1 fighter would get. It's like showing up fashionably late to a party. Sometimes the best snacks have already been eaten. Third, hit points. This one's easy. You get the HP and the hit die of the new class you selected like you normally would. Just throw that hit die into the pile. Fourth, and this one's a biggie. Class features with the same name do not stack. The most famous example would be extra attack. If you get extra attack from being a level 5 fighter and you take 5 levels in paladin to get it again, no you don't. You do not get to attack 3 times. You just get 1 extra attack. The game does not care about your anime dreams of doing 1,000 slashes in one turn. Finally, the part where everyone's brain melts. Spellcasting. Deep breaths, I'll hold your hand. If you multiclass between 2 different spellcasters, you use a special table to figure out those slots. You calculate your caster level by adding up all of the slots from your full casters like wizard and sorcerer, half your levels, rounded up in the 2024 rules, from half casters like the ranger or paladin, or a third of your levels from some special subclasses like the arcane trickster rogue. As an example, let's say you are a 4th level ranger and 3rd level sorcerer. You take all 3 levels of your sorcerer, a full caster, and half of your 4 levels as a ranger, leaving you with 2. Your total caster level is now 5, which means you have some 3rd level slots. But this is the part that everyone forgets. You prepare your spells from each class separately. Your ranger side only knows 1st level spells, and your sorcerer side only knows up to 2nd level spells. You have 3rd level slots, but you don't actually know any 3rd level magic to cast it with. So what do? You upcast your lower level spells. It's like strapping a V8 engine to a go-kart. Your magic missile's about to get real scary. Before class features, there's another important aspect to character growth. Ability score improvements, or ASIs. For most classes, when you hit levels 4, 8, 12, 16, and 19, you get a boost to your stats. But here's how it factors in with multiclassing. ASIs are tied to your level in the class, not your character level. If you're a level 3 fighter with 2 levels in rogue, your total character level is 5, but neither one of those classes has hit level 4. So you will not be getting access to those ASIs until you level up again. This is a major trade-off. Instead of taking the standard ASI, which can be a +2 to an ability score or putting 1 and 1 in 2 different ones, you can also choose to take a feat. Feats give you unique new abilities. With the 2024 rules, many feats come conveniently with a +1 in a specific set of stats that you get to choose where that +1 goes. This makes them an incredible way to customize and build out the character that you want to play. So when you're considering a 1 or 2 level dip into another class, you have to weigh the benefits against the delay. The awesome power of a fighter's action surge at level 2 is certainly tempting, but it means you're pushing back those oh so important ability score increases or that game-changing feat that will really bring your character online by a full 2 levels. It's a strategic decision that pits immediate versatility against long-term focused power. You don't need some perfect 10-10 split to really make multiclassing work. Often, a small dip of a level or 2 in another class can lead to a whole world of new abilities and power boosts. Now, the 2024 rules does make this a little bit trickier, since most subclasses don't come online until level 3. So those 1 level dips into a powerful subclass are mostly a thing of the past now. But there are still a couple golden options. A 1 to 2 level dip in Fighter is the Todd Howard of multiclassing. It just works. 1 level gets you a fighting style, a awesome permanent combat boost, but 2 levels gets you the legendary Action Surge, allowing you to take a whole extra action once per rest. For a spellcaster, that means 2, count 'em, 2 fireballs. For a martial character, that's a whole nother flurry of attacks you get to throw at your enemies. So it's never really a bad choice. And a 1 level dip into Rogue is fantastic for anyone. It grants you a extra skill proficiency, and more importantly, expertise in a skill of your choice, which doubles your proficiency bonus. Suddenly, your smooth talking bard is a legendary liar. With great power comes great potential to screw it up. Here are the most common traps people fall into. First, becoming too multi-ability dependent, or mad. If your character requires you to have high scores in strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, stick to combos that mix a consistent primary stat, like a charisma-based warlock and a paladin. Your life will be a lot easier and your game will be a lot more fun. Second, delaying your key features. It is so tempting to take a 1 to 2 level dip in one of those other classes, but be careful. Doing so means you push back getting extra attack or 3rd level spells like Fireball or Fly. For most classes, reaching level 5 before you start your multiclassing journey is usually highly recommended, so be patient. Finally, don't forget the story. Your character just isn't a spreadsheet of numbers. Why did your devout paladin suddenly start making pacts with otherworldly beings? Did your quiet ranger spend some time in the underworld picking up a few tricks from a rogue? A good story makes your mechanical decisions feel more earned, and on top of that, it makes the game better for everyone else. Leveling up should be exciting, not a source of anxiety. Multiclassing isn't some dark art to be feared. It's a powerful tool to make your character truly unique and truly yours. Whether you're taking a 1 level dip in a class to diversify your skills, or you're weaving 2 classes together into a synergistic powerhouse, the 2024 rules give you a clear path on how to do it. Remember the basics. Check your prerequisites, know how and when you get your features, and for the love of all that is holy, check the spellcasting chart. From there, build what sounds fun, both on the battlefield and in the story. You have the guide, now go build something awesome. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you want more deep dives into D&D, hit that subscribe button. I got plenty more on the way. If you learned something in this video, make sure to hit that like and comment that crazy multiclass you saw at your table. Until next time, I'm Sir Bearsworth, guiding creators, shaping worlds, and forging heroes. And I'll see you all at the table.